Okay, this is paper N from the Madas MP1 series, and this is question 2. So we're given a circle C has equation x squared plus y squared minus 10x plus 6y minus 15 equals 0. And for part A, we're asked to find the coordinates of the centre C and determine the size of its radius for 4 marks. Okay, fairly simple. What we're going to do is we're going to do a standard technique of completing the square. So x squared minus 10x will become x minus 5 squared. We always halve this coefficient. Minus 10 becomes minus 5. And then take away the minus 5 squared. Always taking away that squared. Plus, and then we collect the y term. So y squared plus 6y is going to become y plus 3 squared. Always halve the coefficient of the y term. And then take away that squared to get minus 9. And then don't forget there's a minus 15 floating around here equals to 0. So let's think about this. We're going to have x minus 5 squared plus a y plus 3 squared. And then I've got a minus 25 minus 15, which is going to be minus 40. Minus 9 is going to be minus 49. So if I add 49 to both sides, I'm going to get the equation of the circle is this. This means the centre is going to be what value of x must this have so that this bracket equals 0? That's 5. What value of y must this bracket have so that this bracket equals 0? That's minus 3. And the radius is going to be the square root of this number, which is positive. Well, the square root of 49 is plus or minus 7, but we're going to take the positive square root. Because, in general, x minus a squared plus y minus b all squared equals r squared is the general form for the equation of a circle. So there are my final answers for 4 marks. Okay, the circle intersects the x-axis at the points A and B. Find an exact surd form, the x-coordinate of A and the x-coordinate of B, and hence state the distance A to B. Okay. Right, so if it crosses the x-axis, then doesn't that mean the y is 0? The y-coordinates are 0? So if I look back at my reduced form up to here, then I'll have x minus 5 squared plus y, which is 0, plus 3 squared equals 49. So 3 squared is 9, so if I subtract 9 from both sides, I get x minus 5 squared equals 49 minus 9, which is 40. When I square root both sides, I get x minus 5 equals the square root of 40. Well, that's going to be root 4 times root 10, which is 2 root 10, plus or minus, because we've square rooted it. And then if we add 5 to both sides, I get x equals positive 5, give or take 2 root 10. So the x-coordinate of A and the x-coordinate of B is 5 plus 2 root 10 and 5 minus 2 root 10. And the distance between A and B, well, think about it. If we've got 2 points where the only difference between them is give or take 2 root 10, then that means the distance from A to B is just 2 lots of 2 root 10, which is 4 root 10. Think about it. If here's 5, and this one is 5 plus 2 root 10, and this point back here is 5 minus 2 root 10, then I've gone 2 root 10 and then another 2 root 10, so that's 4 root 10. And there you go, a fairly nice question.